The restaurant was louder than it needed to be. Graduation dinners have that quality, plates clattering, laughter rising in waves, the sense that everyone is celebrating something slightly different. I sat between my parents, my diploma tucked into a leather folder at my feet, and tried to let the night belong to me. It almost did. The lottery win hadn't been mentioned yet, but it hovered like steam above the table. I'd told them a week earlier, carefully, the way you tell people something that will rearrange how they see you. $1 million. After taxes, still enough to make the future feel less brittle. I hadn't asked for advice. I just shared the fact. My sister arrived late, glowing, already praised for reasons no one could quite name. She kissed my mother's cheek, asked about the wine, and sat as if the seat had always been waiting for her. When the waiter congratulated me on graduating, my father smiled and said, "Yes, very proud." The way you say it when you're proud but also preoccupied, the conversation drifted. Jobs plans. My sister's vague ideas, which were treated like inevitabilities. Mine, which were treated like suggestions. Halfway through the main course, my mother cleared her throat. It was a small sound, but I knew it. It meant the room was about to change. "You know," she said, folding her napkin with care, "if this really you won, it's really a family blessing." I didn't answer. I waited. It wouldn't be right, my father added, for one child to have so much while the other struggles. My sister looked down at her plate. She didn't protest. She didn't need to. My mother met my eyes. "We think you should give half to your sister. It's only fair." The word fair landed strangely, like it had been borrowed. I asked, quietly, "Is this a request?" They exchanged a glance. My father spoke. "It's an expectation. And if I don't?" My mother didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. "Then maybe you should think about whether this family is the right place for you." There it was. Not framed as exile, but as logic. As if belonging were conditional on redistribution. I felt something loosen in my chest, not anger, not shock, recognition. This was the shape of things, finally drawn in ink instead of implication. I set my fork down. I didn't look at my sister, I stood. "I'll take my things," I said. "You can finish dinner." No one stopped me. That, more than anything, told the truth. Outside, the night air felt almost kind. I walked until the restaurant noise blurred into traffic, and then into nothing. I didn't know where I was going yet. I just knew I wasn't staying. The next few days were quiet. Too quiet. I ignored the first calls. Then the messages started, confused, irritated, corrective. My mother wrote about family values. My father wrote about responsibility. My sister didn't write at all. I booked a consultation with a financial advisor. Then another. I listened more than I spoke. I learned about trusts, about separation, about how to make a decision difficult to undo. Autonomy, it turns out, has a language, and it is formal. When my parents finally asked to meet, I agreed. Neutral place. Office building. Glass walls. They arrived with confidence they hadn't earned. My mother started talking immediately, as if continuity alone could restore authority. I let her finish. "I've set up a trust," I said. "It's irrevocable." My father frowned. "What does that mean?" "It means the money is no longer accessible to anyone but me under specific conditions I've already agreed to." My mother stared. "Why would you do that?" "Because you gave me a choice," I said. "And I chose." They tried again, different tone, softer words. They talked about regret, about misunderstandings. They said the ultimatum hadn't been meant literally. I didn't argue. I didn't explain further. I didn't need to. The meeting ended the way it had to, with silence filling the space where leverage used to be. Weeks passed. Then months. The family group chat went dormant. Holidays came and went. I sent polite messages. They sent careful replies. No one mentioned the money again. There was nothing left to say about it. Sometimes I wondered if I should feel lonelier than I did, but what I felt most often was steadiness, the absence of negotiation, the relief of not having to earn my place by surrendering pieces of myself. I saw my sister once, unexpectedly, at a bookstore. She hugged me awkwardly, she said. "I didn't think they'd actually push you." "I did," I said, not unkindly. She nodded. We stood there, surrounded by books neither of us picked up. Leaving didn't make me heroic. It made me honest. I didn't win anything twice. I just refused to lose myself the second time.